Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Letty, this is Letty Sparkle. Hello. In today's video we're just going to be doing a get ready with me for a hen party. I just did a very soft glam look, something quite simple, super easy, with my current Holy Grail products. So if you want to see how I got this look, then please just keep on watching. So we're just going to get ready for a hen party today. So I'm super excited, and we're going just for afternoon tea and then a few drinks. A slug and lettuce. So I've already toned my face with the Medicube PDRN Pink Psycha Soothing Toner, which is this one here, which is that one there. And then I went in with the same Medicube PDRN Pink Peptide Serum. I have been using these for quite, for about 5-6 weeks I'd say, and I really like them. This is my second one already. I've already gone through one. I've just kept them because I want to do a separate video on this, but I wanted to really use it first, and I'll come back to that one. And then we're going to go in with, so that's just on my face now, so now I'm going to go in with the Medicube Triple Collagen Cream. So yes, I'm going to go with my Medicube cream. This is what it looks like. Take a little bit there. I'm just going to start with my eyebrows and my eyes first. I always tend to do that if I'm going out. So for my eyes, I want to do something a bit more soft glam, a bit very like 2016 makeup. I know it's been 10 years. I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture Palette and my soft glam palette. I haven't used these in a very long time. So I'm just going to, first of all, do my eyebrows actually. Let's get those set in place. I'm first going to just, they're freshly waxed and tinted yesterday, but I've got a little tiny gap here. I'm just going to bring it a bit closer. I've just got a tiny gap here, so I'm just going to line that up, and then I'll set my brow hairs in place, and I think that's all I'm going to do to them really, because they are pretty okay at the moment. So I have so missed doing this. It's been a really tough few months, but so that's literally all I'm doing, just a little tiny bit there, and I'm going to just put a little tiny bit up here just to kind of level them both out, because this one's pretty full as you can see, and that one just needs a little bit of help. I'm going to do the same down here, because again I have this very similar gap down here for this one. I'm using the Goof Proof Brow Powder by Benefit as well. I mean, Benefit does know how to do brow products pretty good. I mean, my eyebrows are never going to look like they're related, but it is what it is. It does annoy me, but at the same time I'm like, it's just some eyebrows, you know. So I'm just going to set them. I'm just going to rub all of this all over the eyebrow, like underneath, like so. And then I'm going to go, I don't particularly want them like to look laminated. I just want them to look like they are upright. So I think that's pretty good, like that. And then same on this eye. I'm just, brow. Just going to coat. The idea with this is that if you coat the entire hair, then obviously it will set better, and that's what you're supposed to do with any brow product really. I've got one hair there that just sticks out. It's so annoying. I might actually have to tweeze out because it just like, it grows the other way, so I need to laminate my brows really, which I am planning to do over the summer. I laminate them myself because I do brows on the side. Just for like friends and family and things. So that's the brows done. They are looking very full, very thick. So I'm just going to do my P. Louise. This is the P. Louise Base Pro in shade Rumor 2. So this is what I literally just put it straight on my eyelid. I don't put a huge amount. I kind of just spread it, and then I go in with like a fluffier brush. Something like this. This is the Real Techniques Bold Collection brushes. This is a 200, and it's quite fluffy, and I just spread that all over the eyelid and go up to my brow bone. I don't like cut my eyebrows like they used to do in 2016. I don't really do that. I did used to do it back then, but I think that just kind of does what cutting would do. I just prefer it to look slightly more natural than to look like I've got literally a line there. And I think this still kind of gives you the definition of a brow, but it's not so like that's what my personal preference is, and that's just all I do. And then I'll occasionally take, if I've got like a sponge or something, and I'll just take it off the edge so that it's not coming down towards my eyes, and then I'll go back in and just blend that out. So I've just done another video updating my current routine, how I use the Revlon 5-in-1 multi-styler. That's what it's called. I forgot when I was doing it. But this is why I got my hair up in this little thing here, because I'm trying to set my, I gave myself some bangs a couple of weeks ago. I want something really soft glam. So I'm first going to go in with shade Burnt Orange on a MAC 217 S brush, which is this one here. Just that one there. This is from the Soft Glam palette. These palettes have a lot of kickback, so just be aware of that, but they do blend, if I remember correctly, quite seamlessly. So obviously I do have pretty hooded eyes, so I kind of always blend slightly above my crease so you can actually still see the colour when my eyes are open, otherwise it kind of just disappears. So when I went to do this side, I didn't tap my brush off, and the payoff is so much more that I'm now having to add a bit more to this one. So just be aware that with these shadows, if you don't tap it off, you do obviously get more pigment and you can't control the placement as good. So I didn't want it to be like this, but it's actually, I've managed to blend it all out okay, so it'll be fine. Now I'm going to go in with Cypress Umber, which is this shade here. That one there. Same brush. Should I use the same brush? Yeah, we'll use the same brush. This is still a 217. I'm just going to go in with the tip of it and just apply it to the tip of it, and I'm going to like just give it a little tap, and then I'm just going to go into my actual lid and then blend that out into that. A little tiny bit more onto the lid, and then I'm just going to blend it in circular motions up into that lid there, like so. And then the same on this side. Okay, so like so. So nice and blended, just something really, really simple. And then I'm going to go in with a shimmer, a couple of shimmers actually. I'm going to use the Louise cancelled brush. This is number 7072. It's just like a flat brush. I like these for shimmer. It has got some shimmer on it, so I'm just going to give it a good clean off in the colour switch. And then I'm going to go into Sultry, and then probably Glistening. So Sultry is that one there, Sultry, that one there, and then Glistening, which is that one there. Again, these are a bit flaky, so I'm just going to pop that directly onto my lid, like so. It's just like a bronzy shade. And again, the same on this eye. I suppose if you wanted a slightly better colour payoff, you could probably use your finger. Yeah, if you use your finger, it does give you a little bit more depth. Just do the same on both eyes. My ring finger, and I'm just going to go into that inner corner and just pop that on there, and I'll blend that in a sec. And that's just blended. Put a little bit more with the brush, and then blend that into that other shade, like so. So it's still like there, it's just a little bit blended. And then with that same brush I used earlier, I'm just gonna give it a little switch on the colour switch, and then just blend all of that. And even when I open my eyes, you can kind of still see the colours on there. So I'm going to go on to my face. My eyebrows have set in place, which is nice. So for my face, I'm going to go in with my sun cream now, actually, which I probably should have done already. So I'm using the L'Oreal Bright Reveal Dark Spot UV Fluid SPF. So I do this as my last step. It's almost like a primer before I pop on my foundation. I just do it on my finger like this, and then I just kind of pat it I don't know if I'm going to be in the sun today. We're going for afternoon tea at a hotel, but I don't know. And in the summer months I tend to use SPF. Well, I should use it all year round really. Although this summer we've had a heat wave going on for about a month, which is very unlike the UK, so we don't really know what we're doing with ourselves. So yeah, so I'm just going to give it a minute for that to set in place. I'm going to get my foundation. For my foundation I'm going to be using my Estée Lauder Double Wear foundation. I'm going to apply it with my sponge. I'm then going to go in with my Lasting Perfection concealer from the collection. I really like this concealer. I've forgotten how much I like it actually, and it works really well with the Kat Von D Locket powder. So that's what I've kind of been using recently. I've not filmed for a little while, but this is what I have been actually reaching for when I've not been filming. For the foundation, I'm just going to pop it on now. It's been a couple of minutes. I would normally wait a bit longer, but it should be fine. I'm just going to put it on my hand because I haven't got a pump for it yet. So I'm just going to use about this much. I probably will have to use a bit more, but I'd rather not take out a full load and need more than take out too much. So with this one, I normally just kind of swipe it so I blend it, but today I'm going to pat it on because I want slightly more coverage than normal because I'm going to afternoon tea for a hen party, and then I think we're going out for drinks afterwards, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to put a little bit more out now, so that's done half of my face pretty much. Obviously always bring it down your neck. I wasn't 100% sure with this foundation. I did like it when I first applied it, then I didn't use it for a while, and I think it's because of my skincare. I'd kind of been playing around with my skincare quite a bit recently, and I used The Ordinary, and this foundation did not like The Ordinary, so it didn't go on very well. It didn't look very nice, and I thought it was actually the foundation, then I realised it wasn't, because with this my new Medicube skincare routine, it loves it, and it really, really does enjoy putting it on. Coverage on this is insane. It's so nice, and you can like build it up more. I probably won't put any more on, but I will just blend it down my neck. Just whatever's left over on my hand, just going to put around my mouth and around my chin. Put the lid on before I knock it and it goes everywhere, which has happened quite numerous times. I'm going to go in my concealer now. As I said, it was the Collection Lasting Perfection concealer. I've refound this in my drawer because I've run out of all my other concealers, and actually I'd forgotten how nice this is. I'll just put a little bit like this. I give it a minute or so to set, and then I will blend it. And then I'm going to go in while that's setting with my Chanel cream bronzer, and I'm just going to do that, just this one. I'm just going to go and just do a little bit like that. Get a bit of a fluffier brush to kind of blend this out. My little Real Technique sponge, and I'm just going to blend that out. I quite like blending at the moment my concealer after I blend my cream bronzer, because I feel like it kind of blends it really nicely into the skin, and that's what it looks like. I think it looks really good, and the colour is really nice as well. This is shade, can I even see the shade still? I don't think I can. Oh, Light Vanilla 9. That's the shade. It's I've got a pinky undertone, which I don't normally like, but actually at the moment, I don't know if it's my colouring or something, but it does look really, really nice. And then what I'm going to do now is bronzer, a normal bronzer. I'm probably going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush bronzer in shade, I can't actually see, medium to medium. It's really rubbed out. And this is the bronzer. And I'm going to go in with, this is a bigger, fluffier brush. This is a multitask brush by Real Techniques. I'll just kind of suck my cheek in like this, and just pop it above like this bit here. And I have learned to kind of bring it a bit more towards my inner face. I think sometimes I do it too high and then you can't really see it. And I'm going to use a bit of blush today as well. Like so. Lovely, I like that. I don't normally set my face, but I will set my under eyes. Now that they've had a minute to like crease and everything, I'm just going to go in. Actually, I can use the mirror in here. And I'm going to go in with the sponge again and just get rid of any creasing. because then I'm going to set my under eyes with the Kat Von D or KVD Beauty, because this one I bought it was still Kat Von D. KVD Beauty Lock-It Setting Powder in Translucent. This is a mini version and I've had this for quite a while. I probably shouldn't be using it, but it is what it is. It still works. So I'm going to use one of these puffer things. I'm just going to take a little bit like this. I'm going to go onto the lid so I can kind of press it in, and then I'm going to go in, yeah, just make sure that it's all blended, and I'm just going to go in. I don't really like baking things, so and just brush it off like so. And then we do the same on this eye. I don't like baking. I think it dries out my under eyes. Obviously, I'm a woman I'm 40 years old now. Well, 41 actually. So it does get a little bit dry. So at this point now, I'm just going to put a little bit of blush on. I'm thinking like something like Benefit Sunny, maybe. Like that sort of shade. I think that's a really, really lovely. Or Shelley. Shelley's a bit more... No, I think Sunny. I'm going to go with Sunny, which is that one there. It's kind of like a really nice peachy sort of shade. I'm going to take a MAC blush brush. I can't remember what number this is now. And it doesn't have them on there, but it's the blush brush, the tapered blush brush. So I'm just going to go into my cheeks and above my bronzer, like so. I don't normally like so much blush, but do you know what? Recently I've been embracing it. And that's what I'm going to do. So that's all done. I might just pop a little tiny bit of Charlotte Tilbury. I've literally got the like last little bits of it. And I'm going to use the same brush I used to clean out. I'm going to just pop that. I'm going to just pop a little bit on my forehead and a little bit on around my mouth, because it's very, very hot today. I just want to make sure it lasts all day. And at this point, I will now go in with a setting spray. I'm going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter. I've recently repurchased this for my daughter's prom, and I forgot how good it is. Like with all the like weather and all the heat and stuff, my makeup has just been surviving and killing it. So I'm just going to cover my hair. Okay, so I'm just fanning it in. That's done, and then I'm going to go in with some... I was going to try and do some lashes. Some highlighter actually first. Oh, for highlight I might use... All I've got here is my MAC one. So I'm going to have a look what else I've got. I am going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Trophy or Fairy Bomb 24K Ray highlighter, which is stunning. This is a Zoeva 134 Luxe Powder Fusion brush. It's like a really big fluffy brush. I really like it for my highlight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of the powder that's on the thingy, on the actual, like this bit. I'm going to just take a little tiny bit, and then what I do is I blend it out over here on the lid so that it's not like horrific. And then I'm just going to go and apply a little bit. Oh, hang on, my husband's calling. Okay, so I'm just going to go in for my lips. I'm going to go in with the, this is made by Mitchell, All Lip No Trip Wabi Sabi lip liner. I'm just going to do that. Lipstick, I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty Liquid Lipstick in Venus, which is like a kind of nudish, like so. So I'm going to attempt to do some lashes. I've just got to find them first. I'll be back in a moment. This is the finished look. So this is the hair. I've just put a little bit of oil. I've decided to go for a side parting instead of a middle part, and the middle part just wasn't sitting right. And this is the finished makeup. I put some lashes on as well, which I've never really done before, so I'm a bit nervous about how that's going to go. But overall, I feel pretty good. And this is the dress I'm wearing. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a huge big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I shall see you in my next one. Thank you, bye bye.